about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with His Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene episode about our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Episode 53 of season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem.
I got to get my finger. Oh, there we go.
Man, you see it. Hey, appreciate everybody sliding in the comments. And because Cortez says he was there first, but Ms. Dingo liked it first, I think she's the winner. So I don't know what award you give us. Thank you, Ms. Dingo. Appreciate you. And thank you, Cortez. We'll see who wins next week.
Speaking of likes, tell them what they need to do, bruh.
Yes, sir. So if you are watching us right now exclusively on YouTube tonight, do what you see on the screen. Hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same Podcast, what you waiting on, bro? Go on and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will know when we are live, especially on Thursday. And the reason we always push you one words to hit the like button because we want to get the YouTube algorithm moving a little bit so they can know this good faith talk, this good CHH music, this good whatever, this good looking boy type stuff is going on. You know what I'm saying? Going on. So we want everybody to be alerted, man. So just be obedient and hit the like button and quit just
That's all you gotta do.
Feelings. You know what I mean?
That's all you gotta do. But
yes,
hey,
sir.
we want to give some shout outs to the folks who be, supporting us as far as rebroadcasting goes. Our MTMV famo, also Live
Yes,
Show TV,
Yes,
the
sir.
Takeover, Praise 365, Scooter, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News Radio, His Hop Radio Network, and Podcast Network, as
Yes,
well
sir.
as the 520 Collective. Those are
Yes, sir.
our rebroadcasting partners.
What's up, Hagens? What up, D? Good to see you,
And
D.
yes, this is a live. What's up, everybody? This is a live show. I'm just in the comments to stir stuff up. That's all, man. It's a live
Crispy,
show.
what's up, sir? Episode 53 of season 2. That's a lot of episodes for one season.
It is,
I'm
man.
just gonna
It
let you
is.
have that. Crispy.
We can't even say nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm let you answer that yourself. Mr. G, what's up, brother? And man, all right, man, we are so glad to be back with you, man. This is a fun show. We is excited. We're so very happy to be here.
So happy to be here.
So happy to be here. All right, man, let's get it started, man.
What's good?
Robert Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's
West
the best side, but I dwell in the Midwest. But we dwell in St. Louis. Be careful on the west side of St. Louis, though. Tuck in your chain, man. My brother, what's good?
I don't know if
I
it's
bet
what's
Larry
good.
Rogers don't even know we shout him out literally every single show.
Every show he gets shouted
I know Larry
out.
be like, man, you don't even say nothing about your bro. I said, one word, we shout you out literally every single show. Anyway,
Every
go ahead, bro.
show.
Salute to Larry Rogers and his son
Salute.
Boogie doing
Yeah,
big things.
Yeah, man, doing big things, bro. What's good with me, man? I don't know if it's a what's good, but I'm still on my Rob the Builder mode, and I had to, in Christ, I'm gonna get deep with this one.
Okay,
in the Christian faith, they got this thing called deconstruct. Deconstruction.
No. I'm just joking. Don't mix religions. These are jokes.
Deconstruction, brother. And building today, as I was building up, as I was trying to, fortify a wall. I had to deconstruct this wall, deconstruction in the Christian faith, I reconstructed it and I got my wall back up. You dig what I'm saying?
Well,
so I broke it down, message. I broke it down and had to rebuild that thing so it was stronger to be where I needed it to be. So that's what's good with me. What's good with you, C?
All right, I have a two-part what's good. Y'all always know every Marvel movie that comes out, I'll go see it the first day because it really come out to Marvel. Because I stay right by the movies, I can get that early screening. So tonight I will be going to see Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. I'm not very excited about this, but that means it probably will actually be good. The last two I was excited about, I did not enjoy as much. So I'm not that excited about this movie, but I will go to see it. Part 2 of my what's good. I got something right here. So everybody know I'm a fan of the team called the Memphis Grizzlies. And one thing about my team, because it's such a young franchise, we have never had a player with a signature shoe. Yeah, Shang-Chi was fire, yes. But we have never had a player with a signature shoe. Now, most teams have a player with signature shoes, like, the New York Knicks or wherever, man. You always see them with signature shoes, right? Well, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all can see that. You know what I'm saying? J.A. Morant, you know what I'm saying? He got his own signature shoe. And yet, I don't even love the shoe, for real. But because I support my team, yeah, you see it. I probably won't even wear these joints. But I'm so happy that somebody on my team literally got a signature shoe. So, yeah, that way. That's what's good for me, bro. And it didn't break the bank because them joints, he got them at the mid-range tier pricing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got it like Jordans. You'll come out 100, but just a little bit over 100. You know what I mean?
Look, when you start doing this with look.
You can't have them $200 shoes. Nah, dog. We're going to put you back down. I should have. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that.
when you at the strip club doing this and getting in trouble with your little pea shooter, you got to put them ones at a reasonable price.
Hey, it's all jokes and I'm taking them. Hey, Crispy say that shoe come with a Nerf gun. Hey, Crispy, I ain't studying you.
No.
It ain't got no Nerf gun. But, hey, I'm happy about it, dog. I ain't mad with y'all. Only see happy about that. No, they're sold out, so it's not just me. But anyway.
Yeah, sneakerheads. Hey, let me explain something, man.
I don't care about what you do. People just sneakerheads.
Hey, look. I got to shout out my bro on the other side of the screen because he is a big sneakerhead, bro. Like, I ain't talking about – like, I like J's, but my man is a sneakerhead. He'll have some Nikes that – like, that brown hat and that shirt, he'll have some Nikes that – tone that mug out right. You dig what I'm saying? So I can't get mad at my sneakerhead, bro.
Hey, Mr. G, what player got some signature shoes for your team, bro? Is it you with the Raptors? They got some Air Siakams. I'm just messing with you, brother. Some Air Spicy Peas. He probably ain't a Toronto fan, man. I'm just messing with Mr. G. I love you, bro.
Got them Jurassic ones up there.
Better not get Siakam no shoes. I'm just gonna have giraffes on them joints, cause
you ain't never lied.
All right, man. Let's go on and get into the
Serengeti will be on that, man.
Hold up.
Y'all didn't hear, but Rob say gonna have the Serengeti on them joints. Hey, Miss G say Tim's LOL hater. See, yeah. All right, Faith segment tonight, man. When someone does you wrong, do you quickly let it go or do you hold a grudge and want revenge? Once again, when someone does you wrong, do you quickly let it go or do you hold a grudge and want revenge? Mr. Davis.
I'll say I quickly let it go on the surface. Mm-hmm. The triggers.
I be forgiving them, but I don't forgive them later. Hey, I want their revenge later.
Hey, look, later I'll be trying it, but no, I think I do a good job at not holding grudges against people and not like when they come around. I learned a long time ago. It's only hurting me. I learned that when I went through cancer. If not trying to be deep, but I was mad at the world. You know what I mean? It was literally, as they used to say, F the world. It was literally that mindset, and I was mad at the world, and it was making me feel even worse. Yeah. When I went through chemo treatment, I'm mad, holding grudges against the people who not calling or coming to see or whatever, and it was tearing me down, bro. So I've learned when people, I get upset, but I don't hold a grudge. I can see them now and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" and keep it pushing. It ain't on no. I ain't saying nothing to that one word. So I'm pretty good at that until you hit them triggers.
Miss Reese says depends completely. I feel you, sis.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to bring this to, I love my wife dearly, man, but I never knew I held grudges till I was married, right? Because it goes, and this is nothing against my wife. I'm just saying because you're in a relationship with someone, this is where you think, oh, yeah, I just let that go. And then they do something similar to what you what you thought you was free from. You be looking like,
there you go, right there.
Because you thought you was over it, and then you look at them, and then you be slick wanting revenge. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because for me, the little stuff, is nothing. It never comes back, right? But what a little stuff I may want revenge for, but like the big, huge things that can happen in a marriage, like I forgive them and it's never come back. Like I never sweat it. When I'm talking about that little petty stuff, like I would like my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then you eat up all the jelly and don't get no more jelly. One word, be mad, or vice versa with me. This is the thing that I know she get frustrated with me. Is like we got an automatic ice maker, but we make our own ice. We don't like the automatic ice maker, right, on the refrigerator. So we got all these special ice trays, and when I'm getting up in the morning, I get me this big jug of water that you see right here, right, and I fill it up with ice, and then I roll out because I gotta go. I gotta get to work. I ain't got time to be putting ice in there. And every time she see that, she just look at me like, "This one word. Could you at least put the ice up?" I'm like, "But you ain't gotta be nowhere real quick. I do."
Right. Hey,
right,
go ahead. What's the crowd saying, bro? What they saying?
Cortez says if they apologize/repent, then yes. But if not, I hold it for a little bit. I feel you, brother. Miss Max say, I'm gonna be honest. It depends. I don't say I hold a grudge, but it will make me move different. Now I feel that.
Yeah. That's a good one, Miss Mac.
Miss Dingle says it really depends on what is done and how. Lord is still working on me. I don't hold a grudge, but when they keep doing it, it burns me up. All right. Sharon says I might not do it quickly, but I let it go. I never go for revenge because the Lord says vengeance is his, and I believe that.
Yeah, it's and then I think it's levels to it because sometimes it really is levels to it because it all depends. Like somebody in passing do something, I can let that go. Somebody that's close to me do something and they do it on a regular basis, I hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, because you kept doing it. Or this is where I do hold grudges. If I tell you what you've done and you either don't remember it, or it wasn't a big deal for you, and it's like, nah, that did something about it. Well, I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But you did. I didn't do that. And that happens professionally, personally, stuff like that. But grudges to the point where I ain't talking to you. Yeah, I ain't got time for that, bro. I'm gonna keep talking, keep speaking, and some folks don't understand how I do it, but I can't stop being me because you was ignorant.
Hagen says I don't hold grudges for the most part, but it's this one word though with a punching bag emoji. I feel you. You know, this is not the CHH segment, but I will say where I have held grudges is when I felt somebody done me wrong in music. When it comes to stage time or just treating me little boy and me. Yeah, I don't like that, and it'd be hard for me to let that go. You know, especially if they little. I feel like, man, I could knock you out.
Right.
You try little boy me, man, I can night you real quick.
Right.
For me, that's very tough. Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah. Ms. Max say, if somebody do something, they better ask me what I'm listening to, because y'all know. If it's 8 Ball and MJG, don't make me. No bleepity bleep, somebody up in here.
Hey, but I mean, this is what I will say about holding grudges, man. Because if you're giving somebody that much power, now Miss Reese said something earlier. It all depends. It's some people where they can do something to you, and it is hard to let that thing go. So if you've been in a tragic situation where you were abused, touched a certain type of way, I am not here to tell you, hey, look, we do need to forgive. But let the Lord have his time with you on how you handle that. I ain't here to play judge, jury, execution on that. That's between you and the Lord on getting that over. It's just the way that I look at certain things. I don't have time to hold the grudges because I know I've done folks wrong, whether intentional or unintentional, and God forgave me. So as far as holding grudges go, now when people come around, I might vacate. You dig what I'm saying? But
Right.
You know, I vacate the premises. Like they come in the room. Hey, how you doing? I dip. You know what I mean? I'll still speak, but I'm out because I don't want the flesh to rise up and then I'm saying something I ain't got no business saying because I'm upset because I didn't think before I spoke, like we talked about on the Bible study. Before, you know what I'm saying? Like we talked about on the Bible study Tuesday.
D says I don't hold grudges. I just get you back on the slide.
That's
D.
revenge, D.
Right, that's revenge, D. Ms. Dingle says, I might hold a grudge against liars. If you lie on me or betray my trust, it's hard to let it go. I'm a work in progress. We all are, sis.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted.
That part right there, what she just said, lie or betray my trust, man. Like it's it's kind of hard.
Sharon says, when someone is doing me wrong over and over, I let it go, but I let them go as well. I feel that.
And sometimes that's the healthiest thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, and that goes for family members. Like, I know we be like, man, it's family, it's family. But family will run you into the ground if you ain't careful. So if you got to let family members go or let that person who close to you go, like for me and C, if we do something wrong to each other or that offended us, we ain't never been at that point. But we have done things was like, bruh, you got to, come on, man. Like, you got to stop doing this or stop doing that. No, I like, cool. All right, we going to fix that. And vice versa. That's accountability. But it's never been at a point where it's this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's grudging and I want revenge against my brother. So I'm not worried about that because that's a mutual respect. Most of the time, this stuff happens when respect is not involved. In relationships, it can happen because a person's not aware of what they're doing or how they doing it. So it's, and then some people just conniving like that, bro. Like, you just got to face it. Some folks just here to raise hell no matter where they go.
That is 100% facts. That's 100% facts. I think it's not easy to deal with, man, because, you know, like Miss Sharon said, I cherish my peace. I'm more of a person, man, like I'm not a confrontational person unless I'm angry, right? So a lot of times I just let stuff go and like, you ain't worth my time. That's the way I look at it. But I know you was mentioning about, you know, it can be family, man. Like the way I am, man, Rob is just as much my family as son is my family. I ain't saying I don't love my family, but I ain't this dude that, well, blood. Well, some of your blood ain't worth nothing. I'm sorry. You know, some of them ain't worth a dime, you know, so Rob is closer than some of my blood, you know, and that's
facts.
Family is who you with, man. Like, cause you know, if you grew up in the hood, and most of us grew up in some type of hood, you know, everybody your cousin. You know? And some people really is like your cousin. Your own brother could be stabbing your back, but the homeboy you call your cousin is closer than your own brother that's stabbing you in your back. That's just the way it be sometimes.
Yeah. And I don't know, y'all. This is a hard one because y'all know y'all family and y'all know I done talked about the job and some of the stuff that I've had to endure on the job from individuals. And when I see the individuals, I'll still speak. And it's been to the point where I've spoken and they just look at me like I ain't said 2 words. You dig what I'm saying? And then some days I don't speak because I'm in a mood where if they don't speak, I'm going off today. So I might as well just keep looking at my computer screen. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm having a bad day. They walk in, they don't say nothing. Hey, I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not holding a grudge. That's just moving wisely.
Ms. Dingle says some people are narcissistic and won't even admit they're doing wrong. They need to be cut off. I can love them from a distance. This is facts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or they give you that sorry apology.
Ms. Reese say water be more pure. Pun intended.
Oh, than blood. Yeah.
Yep. That's real. That's real. Because, I mean, like I said, man, like I ain't had a lot of bad dealings with family. I'm just saying this for example. You know, it can be like that. I had a few, but not much. I got some family members that like I love them, but I can't go around them. You know what I'm saying? If your life is a living hell and I want heaven, blood or not, I'm not just going to be walking into hell all the time. Ms. Mack say, but some people know what they're doing, but want you to be stupid and not see it. Absolutely. What's up, Toy?
Yeah. Or they play stupid like they don't know what they doing. You know what I mean? Like they digging at you on purpose. And that's when you just have to kind of separate yourself. That goes back to what I was saying. Like they know what they doing. So sometimes I just leave a spot. You dig what I'm saying? I get up and walk out in a heartbeat, speak and keep it pushing. Or if it's that day I know I'm a snap, I don't even say nothing. I just get up and go. That don't mean I'm holding a grudge. That just means, like I said, I'm moving to protect myself at that point.
And, you know, I think one of the hardest part for us as Christians to deal with is knowing the line, because just because you snap don't mean you unsaved, right? Yeah. And just because you snap don't mean that you put down your salvation. You can snap with somebody and never cuss and make them feel worse than if you cuss them out. And you can snap at
Yeah.
somebody and cuss. It don't mean you put down your salvation. And then some people, in some situations, calls for you to let somebody know exactly where they got off it and how to not ever in their life get off again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know that's very, very tough for us, man, because you be like, okay, I'm supposed to lead with peace, supposed to turn the other cheek. And then sometimes like, dog, you do that one more time, watch what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a hard line to toe. You know, that's a hard line. It's hard to stay in the middle of that because, you know, we want to display the love of Christ. But I always say this, Christ flipped tables and threw grown men out of the temple.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes it's warranted.
Yeah, it's. I know people be talking about save not soft, and I don't mean I'm about to just put my hands on you, but
right
in a leadership position, you got to let people know. Like, I'm very, very laid back. Anybody that know me, I'm laid back. But when I have to say something, I don't publicly display it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, he just letting them. Okay. Let me holler at you over here real quick.
Right.
Don't ever do this again. Yada yada yada. But it be in a tone where they know where it's at. And I mean, still respectable. Respectable. But you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I done had to snap off and curse. Like I have before. Yeah. Because I had got to that point. And
we all have.
He's supposed to be saved. I'm gonna let y'all know. Hey, I got 5 boys, 6 boys and 1 girl, 3 of them under the roof. Oh, they didn't heard it.
They know
what I'm saying? They know caught it. You know what I mean? They didn't heard it, but I'm still here, man. You dig what I'm saying? And if you struggling with that, you still here. Repent, keep it pushing.
One thing too, I could say, I'll give y'all an example of something in my job. You know, I work in vending and I serve clients. So a client is the airport where a lot of y'all see me at if you work at the airport, or a client may be a casino or something like that. And y'all got to give me 1 second. My wife is out of town. I'm going to answer this. Rob, go ahead. Let me
mute yourself. Hey, so, hey, my man ain't never did this before. Anyways, basically what we saying, man, is like the grudges part, like holding the grudge, it ain't going to do nothing. It's not going to do anything but make you suffer. You dig what I'm saying? And the forgiveness is more so for you than for the other person, because you don't want to give nobody that much control over you when it comes to every time somebody walk up, you got an attitude or your whole demeanor changes. You can have a good day and they come into your presence and all of a sudden they mess your day up. That's too much power that you're giving somebody. So Miss Mac, I know it's not on here. It says, being honest, the fact that I love my job and where I work has saved a lot of people. Toy said, we don't determine our own salvation, and God's grace covers us. Not that we need to abuse it, but God keeps us even though we're flawed. And I think that's key, Toy. Like, we got to make sure we understand that God keeps us at all times and walking that fine line, understanding the human element of it. So, and not feeling condemned like you just the worst if you fall out of it. You know what I mean? Because God's grace is sufficient and we can keep it pushing even when we fall down, even though man try to throw it in your face.
Y'all, please forgive me. My wife is out of town and she's a good ways away. So when that phone ring, if you married, you know, you answer that phone. Skip a show. I love y'all though. Got to make sure my boo is straight. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. Toy, did you say what Toy said?
Yeah, I did. Okay. And then Ted said that you over here trying to get points.
I think C pausing to take his wife call in the middle of the show is so commendable. Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, okay, okay, that's what it was.
See, look at Rob. Hey, look at my brother. It's to be the ones that's closer to you. Hey,
brother, here we
trying
go.
to get points. I'm gonna try to get no points. This lady is a long
way away.
That's
what he was saying, brother. I didn't say you was trying to get boy. Listen.
You know what?
Halfway listening.
So I say, bro, we are not mad. Yeah, so, you know, people that know me, man, y'all just lift up my wife. Everything is good, but I say it like this, man. She doing some work for the Lord, so y'all lift up.
Yeah, big time.
No more details, but just believe us, pray for her, and she'll be back soon. All right, man, let's go with what Dingo said, and then we're going to move on. A lot of people need to bless God because it was all Jesus that kept these hands in praise and not on them. Thank you, Jesus. Hey, that's a whole lot of times it be like that. A whole lot of times it be like that.
But the other side of it, that's what Hey, speaking of that, like the other side for the ones who want to pop off, snap off, lay hands on, not holy way, like it's that 1 second of gratification. Even if you beat the sleeves off of them, skull, drag them, whatever it is that you're trying to do, can destroy everything. Your witness, make you lose your job, your like it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
It's totally not worth it, man, because I'm gonna look at it like this. There is a time and season to lay hands. It is. There are situations where it's allowable, and you have to let the Lord lead you. But most times he's having you to turn the other cheek and pray. But there's sometimes where God say, get him. There's time where God be like, get him. No mercy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we read the Old Testament. Hey, totally destroy the village, take everything, food, kids, children. Savage. There's not a lot of times where he say that, but when he do, you know what I mean? And it is it is.
I didn't hear that either time at South by Southwest. I wish I would have.
For real, man. All right, man, we're going to hold up and wait, man. I think it's time for us. We'll get to a song by Derek Minor on a subject that we talk about a lot. We hold very dear with people dealing with depression and going ahead and get counseling. There will be some cameos by some people that we respect within this creator space. Y'all may know them or whatever. I will shout it out when you see them. And this song is called, I believe it's Okay. So we're going to hold up and wait. We're going to play it by Mr. Derek Minor featuring some people we may know.
Hold up.
And I'm sorry we had to go back to the other scene, but the video, the way it was made, it wouldn't have looked good when we had it all big. So y'all got to squint for just this one video. Check it out.
Turn your phone sideways.
Yeah. Ain't that hard.
I want to thank you all for coming. I want to let you know that this is a safe place, and it's okay not to be okay. So we're going to share and start the healing process together. Who would like to go first?
Actually, I've been dealing with depression for about a good number of years.
In the span of about 5 years,
Shout out to our brother Sean from Track Stars.
Our first 3 children from miscarriage.
Well, our relationship's just been very hard because he has a drinking problem. So,
I mean, where do I start? I mean, it's been off and on for a while. I've been battling depression and
I got an online gambling addiction.
I think she's too judgmental. I mean, ain't nobody perfect.
I just feel like I wanna go. I just want everybody to leave me alone. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. And I don't even know if it would matter anyway, 'cause they tell me to hold on. I don't know how to be strong. I don't know how to be strong. Don't wanna look the mirror in the face. I just need a little time. These days look like night. I'm running out of life, yeah. No, I gotta find a light. I don't even wanna try, but I never let it die, yeah. I've been distant, whole lot on my mind. Please be patient with me. I'll be fine.
to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay.
I mean, it's just constantly, he has something going on. He's not home half the nights. It's just,
I mean, sometimes I be on the calls at night, and it's just a couple things that I got going on. I like to do my thing. Just like you like to be on your phone 24/7, I like to have things going.
but when is it going to be my time?
Just
DJ
accepting
Jeremiah.
my father's death. I messed up. I didn't take his call when I needed to, and he died the day after, and I still...
Thank you all so much for sharing. Like I said earlier, it is okay not to be okay. There's a scripture that says, confess your faults one to another, praying for one another that you may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So through prayer and effective communication, we can all heal together.
Salute to Derek Minor. That was called It's Okay by Derek Minor featuring Byron Jawan and some others. I don't remember all the name. A lot of cameos by the Track Stars brothers and other people as well. My thoughts on this video, I thought it was beautiful. Beautiful message. Very concise. It didn't need 8 verses. It was straight to the point. I love the way it was set up, inside of counseling session. If you ever been to a session with multiple people, or like a AA type thing or something like that, it looks like that. And I like the statistics it showed at the beginning about black people not really wanting to get that type of counseling, and I loved it. It was very, very, very good, man. I know Derek Minor personally, and that's a good dude, man, and I like the message of that. That's dope. Your thoughts, bro?
Definitely with it. To anybody who's not black on the show, this is not a black versus white or anything, but I am so happy that black people are starting to go for mental health and starting to sit down and talk to people. I've said it several times. I'm an advocate when it comes to, I support anybody who want to go to counseling. I've even encouraged and told people, look, this is what you may need to do, because I know I had to do it. It's hard, and you might have to go through a couple of doctors a few times. But as far as this video goes, salute to Derek Minor for throwing those stats up there. And,
yes, sir.
And finally hitting mental health and breaking not just a generational curse, but a race curse. You know what I mean? Because the black community, it's like it's taboo to say this is how we're most young kids, young black kids, this is what we're told. Don't tell them white folks your business. I've said that before. And you go to school, and back in the day, look, we seasoned. Back in the day, you can go to the counselor and talk. And if you said the wrong thing and that counselor went back and told your parents, you might get a whooping.
Yep, exactly.
I told you not to go to school running your mouth about what you telling them folks my business. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out. The video was excellent, bro. That's all I can say. It hit home in a different way.
Yeah. So big salute, big shout out to Derek Minor. That song is called It's Okay. Derek Minor, very well established Christian rap artist for years, and he's also traveled into other genres and stuff. Very talented dude, man, and a good dude, man. So big salute to Derek Minor, man.
On that one.
Huh?
Definitely out his normal bag on that one.
Definitely out his normal bag, man.
Bro.
But I respect it, man. I think he came from a very heartfelt place, man. Let's get into this CHH segment before we get up out of here. CHH segment. What's your biggest achievement as an artist or creative? Do you feel that was the pinnacle for you? So once again, what's your biggest achievement as an artist or creative? That means not just a rap artist, not just a playmaker like our sis Miss Dingle, or not just a poet or whatever you do. What is your biggest achievement? We would love your context within the comments on this. And do you feel that was the pinnacle for you? Do you feel like that's the highest point? I hit it already. Mr. Davis.
Wow.
I wasn't ready for this.
I wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
I think, do I feel like the pinnacle for me? I want to say in between Meat Music and Life Through My Eyes, when I had the release party, that was as an artist, that was my biggest achievement, throwing a release party, because I didn't think I can do it. Not only did I think I can do it, I didn't think I could have that many people show up for me. You know what I mean? So
that's real.
The love that I had, because I had people that came literally from Missouri is big. So they didn't come from St. Louis. They drove down, you know what I mean? A few hours down to support. And it was a few of them. My brother, it was just big. Artists that came out that I didn't even know paid attention to me came out. My brother gifted me with a cake that night, just celebrating me. Cortez ended up recording the joint for me. Like that was a big night for me, man, that release party. I think that was the biggest night for me as an artist, having that release party.
Ms. Reese says, staying true to myself and not conforming to what others told me I should do, or to be like the rest. and it's never over. Always reaching for more in every way. That's awesome, sis. That's awesome. I feel that.
Salute that.
I think I say I'm gonna give a 2-part to this answer. So my biggest achievement as an artist was this album I had called Faith Music. That was the biggest achievement. When I first started recording with Preston, it was I had like 4 videos, all of them was on Rapzilla. They had a whole listening party on Rapzilla. People was debating my faith on Rapzilla. Not my faith, but my aspect of faith. And it was the biggest thing, and it let me see like what a lot of people do to stay relevant. It was opened up for me, for let me see what people do in CHH to be on radio. I saw that, and I decided not to do it because it costs a lot. But that was one of the biggest things. And the second thing was the biggest show I ever did. It only had like 12 people there, but it was the biggest show because it was the most money I ever made from doing music. It was ridiculous. They flew me and my wife out to a part of Georgia, and it was on Valentine's Day, and they felt bad for having me booked on Valentine's Day, so they gave us a 5-star restaurant and gave us flowers in our room, like was treated like an artist, like people said, like, man, you should be treated like that. I was treated like that for one night. I never forget it. Was it the pinnacle? I don't think I may not have that again. Was it the pinnacle? No, it's not the pinnacle because I'm not dead. There's more to do. But
right.
As the artist and as the highest point and me putting as much in as an artist, I probably won't never put as much in as I was at that time. So in that way, it's the pinnacle, but other ways, no. So that was my things.
What are the people saying?
Yes, Miss Reese. I already did Miss Reese's. Toy says, starting a nonprofit company is my biggest achievement, but it's not at the pinnacle. I haven't carried out many other things that I would like to with it yet. Just now revving up for a grand opening. Salute, sis.
Yeah,
that is big. Cortez says doing work for 2 artists that were on my wish list from 2015. Salute.
That's dope.
Toy says that was a dope night. Talking about your release party, it was a dope night.
Yeah.
Miss Dingle says, I believe the Fat Girl anthem was the biggest achievement. No, it's not the pinnacle for me, but I believe the Family Secret series has the potential to be my greatest work. Awesome.
Hey, yeah, and I pray the Lord continue to open doors, man, for real.
Yeah. I think as artists and creators and people that's doing stuff, it's easy to look back on what you think was the biggest and be like, well, that's it, man. What else can I do? That was a miracle. You know what I'm saying? How did that happen? I can remember a release party and Rob was there, and I remember you said Devin was like, man, it's all on me. Talking about the anointing. Remember Devin? He was like, he was crying. He was like, to me, that was a pinnacle to hear a child. Devin was probably like 9 at that time. And he's saying that for it to be so tangible. It's like that's amazing too. So I think me personally, I've had a lot of highs that everybody else may not think is a high, but for me, it's like, yo, that really happened. You know what I mean? Just a rapper, rapping about Jesus,
But it makes you feel good. I guess you could say performance-wise, a big achievement when I did Faith Fest one year, and Faith Fest used to be packed, bro. Like, I mean, super packed. And I'm on stage rapping, and it's a group rapping every lyric. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm like, yo, I can actually put the mic out. And you know what I'm saying? That's when I was like doing No Days Off and Gotta Give Them Praise, and to be able to for folks to be quoting my lyrics, bro, like that's
crazy.
That was like, yo, I never thought, because I didn't set out to be no rapper, bro. Like that was never my intent. Like and then it happened. And so to be able to get on stage and put the mic out, and not because I'm cheating and don't want to breathe, it's on the hook. So I, you know how some people run out of breath and try to let the audience do it. No, it was on the hook, and I could actually say the part and gotta give them praise like that. That was just that was a feeling, bro. That was a big feeling. So I feel that one. Like, but Pinnacle, I'm with you. We got a lot to do. I feel like we got a lot to do with this podcast. We still making music here. You know what I mean? So you never know what the Lord will have you to do.
what gives me hope, and a lot of people wouldn't look at it like this, but I know there's the genre of CHH, so to speak, or Christian music or whatever, but when it comes to hip hop, to me, it's all hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about different things, and for me to see Nas do what he do gives me hope.
Yeah.
My man Nas basically in his 50s and had like a whole resurgence of his career. You know what I mean? He found a different producer, and it changed everything. And it may not be no young cats at his show, but this dude is still like getting like number ones at this age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That always gives me hope as an artist that may not be the same, may not be in the same genre or whatever, man. But, a lot of people say hip hop is a young man's game. That is starting to change because any valuable genre don't have age. Like rock and roll dudes be 80 to do for Rolling Stones, barely can walk out there still. Mick Jagger, still out there dancing, and nobody looks at him sideways. Classical musicians, nobody look at them they got some grays in their beard, they ain't no good no more. Nobody look at them like that. So for hip hop to be like a real genre, folks got to get past it. Like this got to be all turn up music. There's many facets to it, and so for me, seeing Nas do that is like, man, okay, it's possible. It still can be good. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody. I ain't like Andy said. I ain't done. You know what I mean? Miss Dingle says the fat girl anthem was a joke and people ran with it. Hey, that's what's up, sis. For real. You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm checking. I'm looking at the comments, bro.
Oh, yeah, that was the last one.
I was looking at the comments. All right, let's go ahead. Guess we go ahead and wrap this one up.
I say one last thing. I think that was a great achievement for artists, and nobody saw it but you. And this, I know we can share this. The guy video that we just showed, me and Rob was at South by Southwest one day, and we went into this back room, and we just saw this Derek Minor thing, and we walked in this room, and Derek Minor was talking. And he stopped this conversation and looked at me. He said, I started rapping and got started and was encouraged to keep rapping by you. And Rob saw that. He was the only person that saw that. And I was like, bro, what? Because I knew him when he had different names or whatever. But me and Rob was in South by Southwest. And I believe me and him was both frustrated at the time by the way they was treating your boy. And he said that. The artist video, this apropos, the artist video we played, said that to me. And the only person that saw it was Rob. Folks be like, man, that dude lying. You know what?
He ain't lying.
But when it happened, Rob would tell you, I was like, what? Huh? Me?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was in full conversation. I believe he was talking to Fidel, I believe. And he stopped this conversation and looked at me and said in front of all those folks. And I was like, dog.
That was right before Mike Real went up and did his thing because he
killed
ate that joint up that night.
Annihilated it, boy. That hands came on. I was like, I became a fan. A lot of times when you're a rapper and you in a crowd, you doing what Rob do or we just watching, But I was like, man, how about that brother did an ungodly performance. Salute to Mike Real.
Mike's performance was so dope. Everybody who was in the back green room came out to see my man. This is when he first got on with Clear Sight, and Flame was not in the building, and that man shut it down.
Yeah, you would have thought he was because he shut it down. Big salute to Mike Real. All right, man, one more video before we get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for all your comments. We didn't put in Miss Mac. I don't want to overlook you, sis. I'm not an artist, but I do have a creative thing I love to do, and I'm excited when it all turns out right. That's what's up, sis. For real. And Miss Dingle said, that's so true. Age is nothing but a number. 40 is the new 20. Jay-Z said it. And you know what?
He ain't lying.
I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, man. We're going to get into the last video for tonight. This is by an artist by the name of Hovey. We played some of his music before, featuring Forrest Frank. And the song is called Altar. And let's check this out right quick.
Hey, Hovey.
Hold up. Hey.
So once again, this is called Altar by Hovey featuring Forrest Frank.
There you go, Miss Mac. You can use both eyes this time.
Yes, you don't have to squint, Miss Mac. So check out this song and video.
All I can say is holy. Can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kick me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you giving. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. I can't fight it, let your light come shine on me. Yeah, ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Yeah, hey, carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Come see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain, he poured it over every stain until he coming. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Yeah, I just turned $1 million down to be home with my son. Y'all don't get it, I can't gain a thing if I've already won. Still don't get it, I was full back when my bank account was none. Cause my God the type to leave the 99 to get the one. This is life or death, I ain't making music just for fun. Glory to your name, Father, I pray that your kingdom come. And when Satan's on my heels, I pray it's Nike with the run. Make my heart beat more like Hezekiah, say it and it's done. Breakthrough, Lord Jesus, I need breakthrough. I've been doing things that made the Father have to break you. Living in my shame like the potter didn't shape you. But I know even in the storm, the water didn't wake you. The water didn't wake you. And that cross couldn't break you. Yeah, the darkness couldn't take you. Oh, yeah. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame.
All right, that was Altar by Hovey featuring Forrest Frank. My thoughts about that video, man, heartfelt. Very, very heartfelt. In a different way than what we saw in the first video, but just as much heartfelt. One thing I like about Hovey, I feel like he's really him, and I'm not saying that like he's dope. I'm saying like he just being himself. You know what I'm saying? Like dude didn't come out, you know, with a grill on his mouth and a hat to the side and all that. He was a normal looking white guy. He's a white guy doing hip hop his way, and it's dope. And I think it was very heartfelt. A lot of his music is like this, and when I'm saying like not melodic, but I'm saying like anointed, really, like Miss Dingo was saying. A lot of his music is focused and cross focused, and I salute him, man. The video itself was shot great because I mean it's Reach. It's a Reach video. He's a Reach record artist, and it's shot well. But I think the point was very clear what he was trying to convey. And yeah, big salute, man. So that song is called Altar by Hovey featuring Forrest Frank. Go ahead, bro.
Shout out to Hovey for this reason, man. He is truly unashamed of the gospel. And what I mean by that, whether he on a song with Lecrae, it doesn't matter. He'll be like, I've seen demons cast out. I've seen blind man's healed. Like he speaks the word of God. He's very anointed. I love his music. This particular video right here is on point. Like you can go into worship,
yes, sir.
like with this video, and you normally don't say that with a rap song. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, folks, you got, you know what I'm saying, praise, and then you got worship type music, and you can worship the Lord each way. But what I'm saying, normally with rap, you don't hear people be like, man, I found myself, you know, going in, man. I was praying in the spirit, like, and his music does that. Why? Because number one, it's anointed and it's Christ-centered no matter what. Like his lyrics are always cross-centered. Christ-centered. this particular video is the mug is like you said is reach, so it's on point. And I added the song to not my rap playlist, but I added it to my my R&B vibe, which is rhythm and praise, because it has that melodic feel.
The power of God and worship to God knows no race or color. That's why we can be like, man, it feels it. Like, it was very, very well displayed in this video. It was black, white people, black, white kids, thug dudes, regular dudes of different. That's what I liked about that. So
coming to Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Worshiping at the altar of God, man. So man, big salute. If you have not heard his album, I listened to his album. I believe it's called Christopher. It's dope. It's dope. That's all I say. If you never heard of Hovey, check it out, man. He's supposed to be going on tour, and if he comes to St. Louis, I will be going, and Rob will be going with me. I'm just speaking it now. And our wives will go too if they want to go, because we ain't gonna leave them out ever again. Cause we do not want them problems. Like Chance the Rapper, you do not want no problems with them. So once again, that was Hovey featuring Forrest Frank, and that song was called Altar.
Yo, another good show, brother. I appreciate everybody tuning in and coming through. But if you haven't done it yet, we're going to need you to hit that like button, that subscribe, and that notification. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man, so we can get those algorithms going up so that people know when we do go live. And YouTube will start throwing a little something our way as far as sponsoring and getting people to come over to the page. But have you ever thought that you really like this show? Obviously you do. Y'all keep coming back. How can I help be a blessing to them? How can I support them? Look, like we just said, that like, subscribe, notification button. Hey, y'all, prayers. It is very hard sometimes when we got these 3 shows in a week, man. Like, we got a lot going on, from families to full-time jobs and everything else going on. So definitely keep us in your prayers that we stay in the right state of mind, stay faithful with what God has given us with this ministry, because that's what it is. You can also hit that Cash App, Cash Sign, Not the Same Podcast, notthesamepodcast.com/support. That is the best way that you can see our last 3 episodes. If you missed Bible study on Tuesday, go to the website, the Bible study right there for you. If you missed yesterday's sports show, go to the website. It's right there for you. And even tonight, if you came in late one word, because you know what words like to be late, you know, CP time, Christian people. Right? You can hit it as soon as we log out.
Christian people. Okay.
They be late too, brother.
Yes, sir. And a lot of Christian people do be late, actually. Go to a black church, see what happens. All right, man. Also,
I guess CP is a double entendre.
A double entendre. But yeah, man. Also, if you listen to podcasts, hey, man, look us up on your podcast provider and go and give us a follow. We need follows over there as well. And if you're listening to this, we have not forgot about y'all. Thank y'all for listening to our show. Give us a 5-star review if you like what we're doing with this show. If you found new music with this show, hey, man, let the artists know that, yo, I heard about you on the Not the Same Podcast, man. Yeah. And then say, go on, come on their show too. And we'll slide you something for it. We appreciate it. Yeah. But nah, man, for real, man, we appreciate y'all and appreciate everyone listening from all angles. Salute to our MTMV family that always support us. Salute to them, man. And salute to everybody, man, that rebroadcast this show. We said all y'all at the beginning. You ain't got to hear yourself again. Go to the beginning, you want to hear your name again. But hey, we appreciate y'all rebroadcasting us, man. With that being said, we'll be back next week with a sports show on Wednesday.
Yeah, man.
But I'm C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
We out, man. I'm finna go to movies, man. Love y'all.
About our Father's business. Crime mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode.